Hi there, my name is Fernando, and in this video I will demonstrate the functionality of my web page for the project 1. We are in our index page. In here the user is presented with a list of our existing entries of our encyclopedia. When the user clicks on each of these entries, they will be redirected to that particular entry. And we can see that the user is presented with the title and the content for that entry. We can also try looking in here for an entry, let's say HTML, and as we can see, it works perfectly. Now, let's say that the user types in an entry for a page that does not exist, in this case React. The user will be presented with an error message indicating that the article React, in this case, was not found in the database. We can also see that for an article that does exist, the title of the page matches with the title of that article. Now let's try the Create New Page button. The user in here is presented with a title field and a content text area. Both of them are mandatory. So let's say that the user types in some content here, but they forgot to type in the title, and they click on the Save button. They will be presented with an error message indicating that this field needs to be completed. Now, when the user types in the title, but that title matches with an existing entry in our encyclopedia, the user is directed to an error message indicating that an entry with the title Python, in this case, already exists, and they have an option to enter to that particular page. Now, let's say a new file, a new entry named Flask. Now we can see that this content, the content of this entry, has Markdown language. We will see that when we click on the Save button, the user is presented or is directed to the new entries page, and the content was converted from Markdown language to HTML language. Now, in all of our pages, we will have an Edit button. When the user clicks on the Edit button, they will be directed to a page to edit the content for that particular entry. So when they make changes in here in the text area, we can also see that the text area is pre-populated with the content of the existing entry. Now we will make some changes and save, and as we can see, the entry was updated. Let's go back and delete this. Now we will try the search bar. In here, the user can type in a query for an existing entry in our encyclopedia, and they are directed to the page for that particular query. Now they can also type in something that doesn't necessarily matches 100% with an entry. For example, let's type in ON. In this case, the user is presented with a search results page in which it is a list of all the entries that matches with the query. Let's try with the T. So we can see that the search results page indicates the pages that matches with our query, and we can click on each of these and we will be directed to that particular entry. And finally, we have a random page button. This is simply to take the user to a random page. When we click on here, the user is directed to a random page of our encyclopedia. So this concludes my demonstration. Thank you for watching.